Here we go with Tzeentch's very weird boys. And Grombrindo with Felix? No! Hero Hammer. Playing against Tag. Tag has brought the Hero Hammer. He wanted to try out this Dwarf build of his. And I wanted to try out my Chaos Tzeentch build. Hopefully. All the updated stuff. That means Soul Grinder's no longer good against infantry mobs, thanks to the changes to missiles. So, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something a little weird, as Tzeentch would appreciate. On Tag side, we got bombs, we got a Master Engineer, Dwarf Warriors, 3 torpedoes. All gonna be annoying. On my end, Blues, Flamers, a Lord on Disc, and a Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. And we're gonna hope. Why the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch on Disc? Well, to get the hell away from bullshit like this. Taking some damage, but we're taking not as much as we should probably. Even though we're slowed down. Flamers immediately destroying the miners. Trying to keep these boys off this objective right now. 4 Flamers should be able to melt miners quite well. Centaurs is each coming in for the charge. But will they get bombs off? No, thank goodness, because if they did, that would have actually done a whole lot of damage. We're going to melt those miners as quick as we can. Hopefully take this objective. Hopefully not do any friendly fire damage either. No, we should be fine there. Looking at it now, ooh, the torpedoes absolutely shredding through everything. It is insane how much damage the torpedoes do now. And this, I think, is one of the biggest problems Dwarves have right now, is their anti-large options are incredible. From Slayers to torpedoes and bolt throwers, like, there's nothing they can't handle right now. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I think they're like top 5 right now on Domination, and I would not be surprised if they get number 1 or top 3 soon, because they're just so damn tough. You really can't push them off too well. You can't throw Furies at them because they're all armored. You can't throw Centaurs at them because they're too low armored. And right now, looking at it, my Soul Grinders got absolutely crumped. My Centaurs got crumped. There's just so much shooting that can just counter everything. And it's mainly due to having 3 torpedoes, which can just turn around on the fly and just destroy. Grimdelver's coming on the side to try to snatch that objective. We're not going to let that happen that easily. Gyro's coming in. And speaking of annoying, Gyrocopters too. There's just, Dwarves have so many fucking options. It's annoying. But we're going to give Tag a taste of his own medicine. We're going to make him, we're going to flaunt. We're going to force him to be on multiple fronts. We're going to send in the Centaurs to do Centaur things. You can't even rush them anymore. Because if you try rushing them, they just end up being so damn cost effective. You get shot to shit. I played Dwarves at this point, and I've never lost them so far. And yeah, it's just any strategy you do against them doesn't just hold up anymore. The 170 range on Troll Hammers is just so damn good. They cover most of the stuff with Overwatch. And yeah, a lot of factions just can't. I mean, they can shut them down, but they can't take them out, and that's the problem. And then you have things like Gyros, Thunder Barges, all sorts of toys. Even Flame Cannons. I think Flame Cannons also have their tracking improved too, because they were able to hit Azazel in the game I was playing, and that is just nutty. And it's not like Azazel was going forward either. I think he was going to a side slightly, and then the Flame Cannon just burned right through him, which was insane. Down 6,000 value and counting, but we are going to try to keep up. The Flamers will burn, and they aren't great against SEMs, but there are plenty of lines of Dwarf Warriors, Slayers, and all that trying to get cooked. Yeah, I'm actually surprised how little damage these Flamers are doing to the Master Engineer right now. That's pretty nutty. These stupid, sexy Dwarves and how short they are. So I think Dwarves are really one of those factions you have to just outscore now. Because there's no way you're gonna, I mean, you could try to outvalue them, but they're just so damn cheap and efficient. I really don't see how they're not gonna be top at the end of this season. Because they are just... I just don't see... They have all the tools they need except speed, and they don't really need it because they have range. Ungodly amounts of it, too. As if the gyrocopters weren't bad enough. Now you gotta deal with troll hammers and bolt throwers. Man, that is just nuts. I mean, my flamers are doing alright, but they're gonna be carrying me this whole damn game. Just trying to whittle down any dwarf warriors. We have my Chaos Lord on disc. Just trying to beat up troll hammers so they don't shoot. Brombrindle we can't really deal with until we get our caster coming in. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. Well, not in a second, but soon. Still down 6,000. Well, 5,000. Well, we're kind of catching up. Centaurs as each are doing Centaurs as each things. Fury's doing Fury things. Flamer's doing Flamey things. Get him out of there! Get him out! Alright, we just try to get our units out of there as the Flamers just draw them in. For a nice, good cooking. I think those are just Longbeards, yeah. Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, makes sense. Seeing as how he's ready for probably Chaos Warriors. And let the flames cook. And they're not really hitting anything, which is pretty obnoxious. Doing very little damage. Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Slayer's coming in. Only 4, we don't have to worry too bad. But these Centaurs are going to have a fun time just chewing through those. Good charge. Here comes the Chaos Sorcerer with the Katam. Right on top of Felix, trying to get rid of this Hero Hammer bullshit. And there he goes. Eat away at him. 14 seconds of pure destruction. Love to see it. Yeah, Felix, just go. Just keep running into all those mobs. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now we gotta wait again. Yeah. Speaking of change, with the Soul Grinder gone, I think what it came down to for the Model God faction, from what I've been told, is that Slaanesh and Khorne are top tier now. Nurgle is bottom, if not tied with Tzeentch. If not Tzeentch being at the bottom now. All their stuff, there's just really, without the Soul Grinder Tzeentch, I can definitely see them on bottom. They can't really take out anything with the range options they have. Changebringers are too glass cannony, which I'm glad that was wrong about. And yeah, you really just need a Soul Grinder to come deal with these artillery targets. It's just so easy to just... Yeah, because if these were bolt throwers instead of troll hammers, I think I would have had an easier time dealing with them, thanks to the Furies, but... Troll hammers just... Their armor is just too much. Actually, thinking about this, Hellbrass would have been a fine call here, too. He's got AoE damage, great against infantry, can deal with Hero Hammer quite well. You team him up with the Sorcerer Metalcaster in the final trans, and you could just delete Felix and this Master Engineer, no problem. That's probably the way to go with that. And already the Chaos Sorcerer paid for himself. Get rid of Felix, jeez. Get him out of here, cheeky cunt.
Take it back.
Burn him! Ugh, get him out of here. Get him out of here! Sorcerer trying to beat up on that engineer. Hopefully we'll get rid of him. Hammer is coming onto the point. We need to be charging them. Didn't even realize they were hammers, but we're going to try to burn them as quick as we can. And Tag, I'm going to give it to him. Man, he is just giving me a time of the... He's just beating my ass. And he's doing a great job at it. But we are holding points. We're trying to use our mobility to our advantage, take care of all these units, maybe get some rear charges on these hammers and get them the hell out of there. Even like 4 troll hammers are a fucking annoying problem. Flamers, flame on! Get rid of this shit. These Dowie just have so much leadership, so much armor. Ugh. I don't know. If anyone in the comments would like to give me suggestions on how to deal with dwarves now, that would be fantastic. Man, they are just obnoxious. You know what else surprised me too is finding out that wood elves are actually #1 right now on Domination. It's just massive kiting with swift shiver shards, and I just find that so boring. I like them. I actually think swift shivers are probably one of my favorite units in that roster. But to be forced to only take like one unit and have it carry you throughout an entire thing, I think is pretty lame, honestly. I like my variety. I like mixing things up, but only being forced to take one thing in every matchup, it's kind of lame. One of the lamest ways you could just have an army building thing. Game, I guess. Even on tabletop, whether it's 40k, AOS, Old World, being forced to just take piles of the same unit, I think, is fine. But making it necessary, being forced to do it, is pretty bad. Pretty lame, if you would ask me. That's just my opinion. And here come the dwarves. Now that we've taken that objective, we're going to force the dwarves to come take it. And then weaken the middle so we can take that objective. We're just going to keep bouncing on points. Forcing Grombrindle, all these units to keep moving about. Use that mobility that we need to deal with this shit. We just burned through these warriors and everything. Unfortunately, Grombrindle's made his appearance, a little bastard. I wish we had Hellbrass. Really wish we had Hellbrass. Man, Hellbrass right now would be insane. Get rid of these hammers. Even the blues are doing great with the hammers. Poor hammers. Suck out. Another one of my favorite dwarf units. Is that a final trans? What's going on there? Yeah, that is final trans. Should have been used on top of Grombrindle, honestly. That was a shitty final trans. Are we gonna blow up those Iron Drakes finally? Maybe. Probably should use that on that Master Engineer instead of these boys. Could have dealt with that a little easier. BAM! Eat that, you little bastards. Oh, you've been so annoying this whole game. And we're just gonna swarm everything. Chaos Sorcerer. I'm pretty sure that's it for my final transmutations. Get rid of them. Get rid of them! Just try to hold this point. You got Slayers. Fury's trying to beat up on Slayers. Blue Horse to shoot the Slayers, and then hopefully outlive the Dwarf Warriors. Maybe give them some Centaurs to beat up on them. Probably should have pulled the Furies back to come get some reinforcements from the Blues. Deal with them that way. This was definitely my game to lose, but the fact I'm holding on this well is impressive. Depressing me. Chaos Lord on disc, though. I think it's fine to have him on disc, honestly. I think it's better to have him on disc than on Chariot. Chariot's not bad, but I think the Torpedoes would have had a way better time just chewing through him. But maybe I should go with the Chariot next time. Maybe I could go 2 Exalted Heroes as well with Chariots. But just the Torpedoes in both those are what scare me. And once you get Slayers out there, like, there's really nothing to stop them. I can't bring Changebringers because Torpedoes. It's just Torpedoes, and there's just so many. It's just so easy to deal with everything. Gonna have these Marauders go around the stupid, sexy Dwarf Warriors. So we can hold these. No, they are blues. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't show their ammunition. Weird. But yeah. This matchup, I think the 4 Flamers are definitely the way to go. Just keep kiting the stupid dwarves into mobs and then just blow them the fuck away. Have blues throw fire at them as an opening and then just burn, burn, burn. And hope they just keep doing that. As for Hero Hammer, Final Trans and Hellbrass. That's the only real way to deal with it, in my opinion. Just lose Soul Grinder. You could also do Golden Chicken. I can see Golden Chicken coming in and do some backline problems. But it just gets blown up by the other 2 Troll Hammers, maybe. Well, no, if you have the Chaos Lord on disc and the Golden Chicken in the back, only leaves 1. You can just keep cycle charging that. Have the Flamers just burn through everything. Hero Hammer just does Hero Hammer things until you can bring in the Sorcerer. Once you dealt with everything else, I think you'll have a good time. Just burn through all the Dwarf Warriors, force them to keep summoning in infantry units instead of ranged units so they can hold objectives and defend the ranged units. Furies for Gyrocopters because they will be obnoxious. And then just Centaurs to clean up. Lots of Centaurs. I just hate you can't rush dwarves anymore. It's so annoying. This makes you think, how are dwarves going to start dealing with this? I don't know. I will say, instead of bringing the Master Engineer, I definitely would have went with a Runecaster. Just for Wrath and Ruin. Wrath and Ruin would be really obnoxious here too. Be a great way to deal with blues. I understand the SEM killing with the Master Engineer, but I really think you go a lot further with the explosion from the Rune Lord. Gyrocopter's coming in. We're going to burn those boys out of the sky. He's going to deal with my Sorcerer, but that's okay because the Sorcerer has no more wind magic. And just, yeah, Troll Hammers. Just the bane of my existence right now. And Gyros, too. It's like you have to deal with Gyros because if you don't, you're fucked. You're absolutely shit out of luck. So you have to bring in Furies, which means you have no ground force, and you have Furies once they are dealt with the Gyros, they're useless. Unless they bring in Slayers, which you know they will bring, but they don't have to. Just burn them. Hold the objectives, boys. Hold it. Man, this Flamer's got almost 3,000. Just MVPs. Holding on to this objective here. Just hold the side points. Force them to do multiple fronts. Catch them in the open with these charges, but it doesn't matter because Troll Hammers are busted and just shooting through everything. And we could try shutting them down, but you know what? Probably wouldn't be worth it, because guess what? They can still shoot through. Try to slow down these miners as best we can. And yeah, it's just annoying from here on out. Flamers trying to be MVPs, and they are that. Burn them! Burn these little stumpies! And they crumble. Because Master Engineer is just obnoxious. Yeah, I think we're gonna fast forward here soon because there's gonna be double cap. We're too close on the points. There's no way we're gonna capture the other one anytime soon. So yeah, GG's, tag GG's. I just hate playing against dwarves now. I don't know if they're ban-worthy though. Definitely doesn't feel like it, but it kind of does. You know what I mean? I feel like they're borderline on it. There's a lot of factions that can't really deal with Gyros. There's a lot of factions that can't deal with Troll Hammers and Bolt Throwers being that good. I could definitely see a nerf coming for sure. Definitely on Gyros, definitely on all this shit. Because man, this is gonna be too much for a lot of faction. I mean, to be fair, I did open with a shitty Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see how it comes in soon enough. Alright, let's look at the value here. I'm pretty sure my Flamers did fantastic. Soul Grinder, yeah. Soul Grinder. I'm not upset with the Lord on Disc. I think he did what he was supposed to do. For Rotomon Chariot, he'd get his shit rocked. Well, he almost got 200. I'll give the Soul Grinder that. Flamers, some did great, some not so much. That one was MVP for sure. 3,000 value, probably burning up hammers and everything. Centaurs makes sense. They did fantastic, some more than not. Destroying Hero Hammer always pays for itself. Probably could have got rid of this Chaos Warrior Halberd. Dropped like 2 Furies. 2 Furies might have been too much. Brought Zangors in instead. Yeah, Zangors probably would have been the call. And yeah. Well, guys, I know it was dwarves. I know you guys probably hate them because they're stinky little guys who just are annoying to deal with. But if you did enjoy this game, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. Come see me on the stream. Come play not dwarves and maybe get a replay in. Or just have some fun. Or show some love. I appreciate everything. Alright, folks, with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.